Hey, fellow Redditors. I need your opinion on a situation that's been causing some serious drama in my life. I started my own business and was super proud of my accomplishments. I involved my entire family in it, and it was all going great until I made the decision to marry my girlfriend. Now, my family wasn't exactly thrilled about our relationship and made it clear that they didn't approve of our union. But guess what? Love knows no bounds, right? I tried to have a conversation with my family and I kindly asked them to give my girlfriend a fair chance. Just get to know her and see how amazing she is. They reluctantly agreed to meet her, but I couldn't shake the feeling that they had already made up their minds about her. It all boiled down to one thing: my refusal to marry my mom's friend's daughter, which apparently would have been a perfect match for our family business. But come on, relationships should be based on love, not just business strategies. So the day arrived when my girlfriend came over for dinner. I was hoping for a warm and welcome atmosphere, but unfortunately, my family seemed to have their radar set on nitpicking. It was like they were actively searching for flaws and imperfections. They made comments about her clothes, her hairstyle, and even the way she spoke. It was disheartening to see them judge her based on superficial things, completely missing out on her genuine personality and kind hearted nature. Despite all the nitpicking, my girlfriend handled the situation with grace and charm. She remained calm and composed, engaging in polite conversation and trying her best to make a good impression. I admired her strength in the face of such scrutiny, but deep down, it hurt to see her being treated that way. I wish my family could see what I see in her. Man, the way her eyes light up when she talks about her passions, her unwavering support for me, and the way she effortlessly makes everyone around her feel at ease. It's frustrating when people close to you refuse to see beyond their own biases. Man, I had high hopes that my fam would eventually come around and accept my relationship with my girlfriend. But damn, things took a turn for the worse. They dropped a major bomb on me, an ultimatum no less. They straight up said that if I tied the knot with my girl, they'll cut me off and kick me out of the business. My business. I was genuinely done with this because I had tried so hard to make them understand. It was too much. So I told them that I was going to marry her whether they liked it or not. Saying this, I just left. Fast forward to a few days later, when my family decided to completely cut me off from the business I poured my heart and soul into. They thought they could push me around and control my life choices, but little did they know that my girlfriend is a lawyer and her legal expertise would come to the rescue. She dug deep into the legal stuff like corporate law and contracts to understand my rights and how my family's actions were messed up. She went through all the legal documents like partnership agreements and articles of incorporation, looking for anything that could support our case. But it didn't stop there. She also researched the legal landscape for family businesses and the rights of individuals involved. She looked up court cases, legal articles, and all that fancy stuff to gather evidence and arguments that would back us up. She knew her stuff. I'll tell you that. With all that legal ammo, she crafted a solid case and drafted a letter to my family, calling them out on their unjust behavior. She cited specific court cases and legal principles that supported our side. She wasn't messing around. But here's the best part. She didn't just rely on the legal mumbo jumbo. Nope. She used her negotiation skills to open up discussions with my family. Thanks to her legal expertise and persuasive powers, my family realized they were on shaky ground. They saw that their actions could have legal consequences, so they had no choice but to sit down and negotiate. So get this. After everything that went down with my family and their ridiculous ultimatum, it seemed like they finally came to their senses. They realized they couldn't control my life and choices anymore, and guess what? They came crawling back, full of apologies and regrets. I couldn't help but smirk when my phone started blowing up with messages and calls from them. It was like they suddenly woke up to the fact that they messed up big time. I mean, seriously? What did they expect? They thought they could push me around, but now they're the ones groveling? Part of me wants to play it cool, like, oh, now you want to apologize. Well, it's a little too late for that. I mean, they had their chance to support me and accept my decisions, but they blew it big time. It's hard to trust their apologies now, you know what I mean? But well, despite their flaws, they're still blood. Maybe, just maybe, they've had a real wake up call and genuinely want to make things right. I'm not rushing into anything, though. I'm taking my sweet time to process everything and decide what feels right for me. They can't expect me to forgive and forget just because they suddenly realize their mistake. It doesn't work like that. So for now, I'm keeping them waiting. Here's where I need your input, dear Redditors. AITA for standing my ground, choosing love over their outdated expectations, and not bowing down to their demands? Or should I consider finding a middle ground for the sake of family harmony? I'm all ears for your honest opinions. Let the judgment begin. Update 1. Hey everyone, time for a little update on the family saga. So here's the thing, I'm still on the fence about reconnecting with my fam. My girlfriend is pushing me to forgive them and give them another chance. She's got a heart of gold, that one. She thinks it's worth a shot to see if we can mend things. Honestly, I appreciate her perspective. She's been there for me throughout the whole ordeal, offering her support and guidance. I've been reading your comments too, and thanks for the kind words. You guys have some solid advice. But you know what? I still need some more time to process everything. It's not easy to let go of the hurt and anger just like that. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision for myself. So for now, I'm keeping my distance and taking it slow. Update 2. Hey there, Redditors. So I have got quite the update for you. So as I mentioned in the last post, I made up my mind to talk things out with my fam. Well, here's what happened next. And it's not pretty. Just when I had gathered the courage to address the situation, guess who shows up unannounced at my place? Yep, my family. The thing is, they had no idea that I had already decided to forgive them. They barged in and immediately started saying abusive words about my girlfriend. They didn't hold back, belittling her and saying horrible things. They even crossed the line physically, pushing her in an attempt to further demean her. It was shocking. They had the audacity to blame her for everything, accusing her of manipulating me. Can you believe it? Meanwhile, all she's been trying to do is help fix this whole mess. It was annoying to hear them say such nasty things about her. But you know what? I couldn't just sit there and let them disrespect her like that. I defended her with everything I had. The argument escalated quickly and tensions were running high. They even had the nerve to throw out threats like, "Are you going to call the cops and put your own damn family in jail?" I felt sick to my stomach. It was like they were trying to pin all the blame on her, refusing to see their own faults. She tried to explain herself to make them understand, but they shut her up, dismissing her every word. She fought back with tears, trying to hold them together. But eventually, the floodgates opened, and what did my mom say? She had the nerve to call her tears crocodile tears. I couldn't even believe what I was witnessing. It was heartbreaking to see the woman I love being treated so unfairly and disrespectfully by my own family. It made me question everything. I had hoped that our conversation would lead to some understanding, but it only seemed to deepen the divide. Right now, I'm feeling a mix of anger, sadness, and confusion. It's clear that there's still a long road ahead if we ever want to rebuild our relationship. I'll be honest with you, Reddit fam. This update isn't the happy one I had hoped to share. It's a reminder that sometimes things get worse when we expect them to get better. Although I don't know if it ever will be better. Update 3. After the intense showdown with my family, my girlfriend and I were left feeling upset and disillusioned. That's why I'm updating after so long. Was not in a mood. We realized that we couldn't let them bother us like this anymore, so We made a bold decision. We decided to get married on paper just to solidify our commitment to each other and move forward. The big wedding ceremony can wait for now, but our love and bond is stronger than ever. And you know what? It's been a game changer. In each other's company, we found solace, support, and unconditional love. We've created a safe space where we can heal and grow together. It's a beautiful feeling to have someone who has your back, no matter what. As for my family, well, I've made the call to cut them off for now. It wasn't an easy decision, but I realized that my well being and happiness come first. I can't keep letting myself be a part of their toxicity and manipulation. I'm signing off now. That's all. Bye. NTA, bro, you're definitely not the jerk here. Cutting off your family was a tough call, but sometimes you got to put your own happiness first. Your family was out of line, man. I mean, showing up at your place and straight up bashing your girlfriend? That's just disrespectful. And then they had a nerve to blame her for everything, even pushing her around? Not cool at all. You did the right thing by defending her and standing up for what's right. Marrying her on paper and focusing on your own future together is a power move, my friend. Don't let toxic family members bring you down. Keep surrounding yourself with positive vibes and people who genuinely care about you. You deserve the happiness, bro. NTA, no doubt about it. You're not the a hole in this situation. Look, cutting off your family might seem extreme, but sometimes you gotta do what's best for your own sanity. Your family's behavior was just plain wrong. Trash talking your girlfriend and blaming her for everything? That's messed up, man. And to top it off, they even physically pushed her. That's crossing all kinds of boundaries. Love how she showed them their place in court. They probably had all this pent up anger. Don't let toxic family members bring you down. You made the right call, dude. Next story. My neighbor's kids keep leaving things in our front yard. They leave toys, balls, frisbees, bikes, and even one of those electric cars. It's a huge problem for us because we can never just leave the driveway without checking if it's clear, and our own lawn guy won't cut our grass if it's littered with stuff. We have talked to their mother about the issue, but nothing ever changed. We then resorted to harshly throwing their stuff in their own yard and also running their stuff over in our driveway. Of course, some of their things got damaged and their mom would come out yelling at us, but we would just tell her, if you keep their stuff out of our yard, this wouldn't happen. One day I was leaving for an appointment and I saw one of their bikes in our yard. I was running late, so I said I would deal with it later. When I got back, the bike was gone. I just assumed the mom came to get it. A couple of minutes after the school bus passes, the mom comes banging at my door asking for the bike. I told her it was gone by the time I got home. She didn't believe me and told me to have the bike back by tomorrow afternoon so she would call the police. I asked my husband if he knew anything, and he said the same thing. It was there when he left and gone when he came back. While I don't have a security camera, the neighbor across the street has one that catches halfway into my yard. When I asked her to see the footage, you could see a truck drive up to my yard, a man get out and put the bike in his truck and then drive off. When I got to Mom to show her, I thought she would apologize for accusing me and use this as a lesson for her kids. Instead, she blamed me for leaving it out there and not moving it. She said if I don't replace the bike, she will take legal action. I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear legally, but maybe morally I'm in the wrong. It's not the kids' fault their mom refuses to teach them any better, and I do move the bike every other time it's out there. The one time I don't, it gets stolen, and I do feel a bit upset, especially since I know how it feels to have stuff stolen. Edit. With the running over of their stuff, we didn't go out of our way to run stuff over. If it wasn't noticeable or big enough to see out the rear view mirrors, we didn't bother checking. Most of the time, when we left in the morning, we had to get on all fours and look under the car to see if anything was there. NTA, it's your yard, not a toy bin for the neighbors. It is not your responsibility to handle their possessions, period. You have the proof that you did not take it. The neighbor should be a parent to their kids and not have them leave stuff everywhere for others to deal with. NTA. It's their job to clean up, and honestly, it's not their yard to be playing in. I might be an a hole, but after talking to the mom once and it not being fixed, I would have started throwing out or donating the toys. Unless there is an agreement, they shouldn't be playing in your yard. A sidewalk is different, but there, things shouldn't be stored or left there. Definitely NTA. Next story. I, 33, female, am a widow and a mother of two boys. My husband Ryan passed away 3 years ago. His best friend Alex, 39, male, became a constant in our lives after Ryan passed, helping with the kids, the house, and helping with my grief. After a year with my and Ryan's family's blessing, we started dating. I'm the eldest child on both sides of a large family, 5 siblings and 10 aunts and uncles, 5 on each side, who had at least 4 kids each. I have always been the designated babysitter. Sat at the kids' table until I was in my 20s and got married because I had to watch the kids, missed out on activities on family vacations for the same reason. My mom's family is worse about it than my dad's. 6 months ago, a baby boy was placed with my mom's youngest brother, Michael, and his wife, Mary. The baby story is sad and tragic, but I can't get into it because of word count. They wanted to adopt him, but the bio mom's parents were fighting them. From what I've been told, they have substance issues as well. While this was going on, I saw signs that Alex was going to propose. For my birthday this year, we planned a big night out in a big city about an hour away. Reservation at a very fancy restaurant, fancy new outfits, etc. I was pretty sure that he was going to propose that night. 2 weeks ago, I got a call from Mary saying they have court against the baby's grandparents on my birthday, and can I watch him? I explained no and why, and she lost it. Yelled at me, then called my mom, who then called me and yelled at me. I stood my ground. Without telling me, my mom told Michael and Mary I would do it. Told me later it was because if they showed up, she knew I wouldn't say no. They showed up mid-afternoon on my birthday with the baby, and I again told them no, and I did not tell my mom I would do it. They were furious, and I almost had to call the cops to have them removed. Anticipating drama from my family, I turned off my phone and went about my day. Alex did propose and is now my fiance. The messages and texts I got when I turned my phone back on were vile, and from nearly everyone on my mom's side, accusing me of trying to sabotage the adoption, calling me a whore for moving on from Ryan so quickly. It was disgusting. And my dad tried to defend me, and my mom got so mad she moved out and is staying with another uncle. So my siblings are harassing me, saying I ruined our parents' marriage. I suppose Alex and I could have canceled the reservation and gone another night, but he worked so hard on everything and I didn't want to hurt him by canceling. So, AITA? NTA. You are experiencing an extinction burst. You said no. For 2 weeks, your aunt, your uncle, and your mother fought that no and then ignored it. Then they were surprised and enraged when your no turned out to be actually real. Now, the group of people who have become accustomed to ignoring your no are amping up the abuse because if they overwhelm you into apologizing, they can go back to using you for free childcare whenever. This is crucial. Hold firm. If you roll over now, you will teach them all that calling you a whore is the new way to get you to do whatever they want. If you let them wear themselves out against your own simple no, then they will take a while. But eventually they will learn that you actually have boundaries, desires, and a life, and you deserve the basics of respect. You might have to block some of them while they scream and cry it out. It's a tantrum. I bet you've handled a few of those in your time. Congratulations on your engagement. May you build a family that respects each other's boundaries. NTA. Why didn't your mom or any of your siblings or any other family member take care of the kid? Why are you the only one who can take care of this baby on your birthday, no less? Delusional family, except for your dad. He seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. Stay tuned for more stories from our girl relationships.